Good morning, everyone. Surprise, I am back live. You guys had, I promised you guys, actually, that I would remake the double Z fold card. We had some faux pas in the last video, and you guys were having a little bit of challenge, so it is a fairly easy card to make, so we're going to recreate it. Again, thank you for joining me. This is Rosemary Massaro. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And please follow me on Facebook as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate all your support and interest and look forward to providing a ton of creative inspiration as we move forward. So let's get to it. Let's make this double Z fold card. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This card, if you recall, it was probably about 2.5 weeks ago. So we are focusing on this card right here. So easy and very, very fun to make. I am featuring the Charming Day Suite Collection. Actually, it's a bundle, but the paper is just gorgeous. This is a perfect card to create. And those that, oh gosh, it was the beginning of August that we featured this, because those that place a $50 order or more receive the instruction to create 4 cards, and this was one of the 4 that I want to recreate for you. So here we go. This is the stamp set. It's beautiful. It's got some gorgeous dies here with accent pieces, and here is the clean stamp sets that will be discontinued. But somebody was asking me yesterday that yes, the clean stamps do stick to blocks. I will share that with you a little bit later on how easy, once you apply this little sticker, and it mounts, and very long. It doesn't lose its tackiness at all. So here we go on recreating this beautiful card. All right, so you are going to need a piece of cardstock, and it's going to be 11 by 7.5. You're going to need a scoreboard. We're going to be using the following colors on this collection. Mossy Meadow, I'm going to be using a basic black. What I did was I took our blank ink pad, right, and just filled it with black Memento ink. You're going to need a pair of scissors and a bone folder and adhesive. So let's get to it. I'm going to move these over here. I'll pull out my scoreboard. We're going to need a trimmer too. Now, for this particular one, it's just me in general, guys. I really just like using this scoreboard, although I do have my Stampin' Up! That has the multi-feature. For me, it just, I don't know, works better for me. So and Stampin' Up! Does sell a scoreboard just like this, and I'm going to be using the following dimensions. We're going to be going, I just want to double check them, 1 3/4 and 3.5. So I'm going to go 1 3/4, and I'm going to go 3.5. I'm going to flip it. Again, I'm going to go 1 3/4 and 3.5. So you're going to end up with a sheet that looks just like this. And now we're going to be doing some trimming on here. I'm going to leave my bone folder out. We are going to trim this with the short end up front, up on top. And we're just going to trim 2 1-inch strips. We're going to go 1. We're going to go 2. So this creates this card to be Yep, 5.5 by 11. Move this aside. And we're going to just really give this very nice crease. If you guys are with me, please, please, please let me know. I hadn't even checked to see if I'm going live or not. It looks like I am. But I'm not. Oh, there I am. Hi, Sharon, and hi, Jenny. Thank you guys for joining in. Okay, so this is going to go like this. Again, give it a nice crease. This is going to go like this. We're going to give that a nice crease. And then we have these two strips, right? So we've got a score line, and two score lines here. This is actually a duplicate, but when we go to adhere it, it's going to be reversed. So the first thing we need to do is cut off, go 2 score lines over, and we want to cut right in front of that score line. We don't want that score line included. We're going to cut right in front of it. And this is going to go, going to fold, fold, and this is going to go literally just like this. And we're going to lay that flat down, and that's going to get laid right over here. We're going to do the same thing on here. Again, it doesn't matter which side you cut off. We are going to cut right in front of that score line there. And this is going to be like this and get attached to here. Very simple, really easy. See if I can, if it'd be better if I zoom in just a little bit for you guys. All right, so I am going, oh, I forgot my, silly me, I forgot my adhesive. And actually, you know what? I am going to suggest that on this particular piece that we use some tear and tape. I think it'll hold better. On my previous ones, they kept coming unstuck a little bit. So again, this is going to go here. This is going to line up right to this score line right here. So we're going to put a little piece of tear and tape right here. Let me grab my tweezers. So this was just a very last minute decision to record right now while it was fresh in my mind to share with you guys. Now it's going to be stubborn on me. There we go. So we're going to go right up to the edge here. I'm going to go right up to that edge right there. And we're going to do the same here, except we're going to be putting tear and tape here and on here. That was a perfect size, right? There we go. All right, so then we're gonna, this is gonna go up against this score line right here at the bottom. And this is going to go right here. So this is going to fold over like that. This is going to fold over like that. So when we close this, and it doesn't really matter which way that you close it, right? You can go that way or that way. So I'm just going to put some really nice creases in here. And we are ready to decorate our card. Perfect, right? Get rid of these scraps. So then you're going to be cutting, and I'm using again the DSP from Charming Day. And you are going to want to cut, this is that's what I thought. Is 1.5. I'm looking at my cheat notes here. 1.5 by 5 1/4. Right? So we're going to decorate this, and this is going to go right here. And you don't need on this piece to use your double-sided tape. And you're going to cut another piece exactly the same, 1.5 by 5 1/4. And that's going to go right here. Then what I just did was I took the complementary side here, again, 2 more pieces at 1.5 by 5 1/4. And these are going to go right in the inside edge. And that's one of the reasons why I think this paper is perfect, because it has the coordinating colors to look really nice and complement. So on the instructions, on the PDF that will be uploaded on my private Facebook group, so please feel free to join me on that group at Craft with Ro Facebook group. It asks you a few questions. I do encourage you guys to answer the questions, but we'll let you join in the group. Facebook pages, only personal profiles. Facebook pages are restricted from joining the private group. All right, so now we have on the instructions, this is called Designer Series Paper, a DSP Pattern 1, and this is Pattern 2. So you want to pick up, you really don't have to, but I'm picking up the Designer Series Paper design number 1, and you're going to create 2 3/4 sheets, pieces. So you're going to create 2 of those at 2 1/8 and 3/4. And then with the same coordinating paper, you're going to create at 1.5 by 3/4, and you're going to create 4 of those pieces right here. So we're going to add these 2, or 4, and they are going to go right on the smaller edge pieces. Now be careful if you're using directional paper. You're going to want to be careful that you're cutting this in the right direction. Hi, Nikki girl. How are you? Hi, Mitch. So if you're just joining now, I wanted to make my wrong a right and recreate this. Several people said that it was really hard, and it really isn't a hard card at all. All right, so then we got to take our 3/4 by 2 1/8 pieces, and they're going to go on these longer sections right here. Again, Perfect. Now we're going to do some decorating on the inside and the outside. Now for the inside, you do have a couple options. And where did my piece go? So this is going to fit inside here. It fits perfectly. So we're going to put a sentiment on here. You don't have to decorate this. You can actually use this and sign your name here. But I'm going to do some stamping and coloring on here. And then on the back side, you're going to take a piece of 5 by 3.5. And we're going to put this here. And then I'm going to put my little greeting, my sentiment to whoever I send this to. Will be a very lucky person, by the way. But then I'm just going to write my little greeting notes on the back here. We're going to decorate that up a little too. So here, look at these fun dies, right? So we're going to be adding these. We're going to do some blending on here. And then, again, all from the Charming Day, I took the rose, and we're going to line this up together right here. And then I'm going to just cut off the one stem here. And we're going to add this right to the back, where I'm going to put my personal note. Love, love, love this set. Right? And this is going to go right on the back of here. I think I probably want to use my liquid glue. All right, I just used it, and now it's going to clog on me. There we go. I'm going to place this right on the corner here. Right? Then I'm going to take this, and we are going to stamp from our, I'm going to take this little flower burst here. I am going to use ink it in our black memento. Again, I just put it in our white blank and use my black memento re-inker. Works great. So take the clean stamp once you've mounted it with your sticker. It does, Lori, I think, was asking me yesterday about that. It mounts really nice. You get a great, great impression. And I'll be sad to see them go, but completely understand the reasoning. And then let's put a little sentiment in here. I'm going to say thanks for being you. I'm going to use the Blackberry Bliss, which is the coordinating cardstock that I am using for our card base. And I'm going to just color in our flowers. I'm using our Stampin' Blend markers. And I'm going to go with the light first on the leaves. And you've got your thin end and your wide brush. Actually, I could probably go with the wide brush. And blends is the perfect name for it because they blend so well. You don't get any streaking whatsoever. There we go. And I just love they go on, slide so smoothly. I'm going to take the thin side of the darker, this is Mossy Meadow. We're just going to add some little accent pieces just to give it some shading. And then I'm using Petunia Pop. I just thought the blackberry would be a little too dark. And I really just thought that I would be nice complement color. So I'm going to go with the light on the inside. And take the darker, and I'm going to go much darker on the inside. Now, I could have probably brought in like crumb cake or crushed curry to put in the center. So obviously your color options are your choice. I'm going to put some adhesive on the back here. Open this up, and we're going to center it right there. Perfect. Now, we want to accent these outside pieces. So I took from the Charming Day this die. It cuts beautiful. This is actually what it looks like. Cut and now you can obviously cut this in a solid. I chose white, and we're going to do some blending with this. So I'm going to grab a scrap piece of paper and some blending brushes. One for my Blackberry Bliss and one for my Mossy Meadow. We're going to do the leaves up first. And it's going to come in on the side here. I am not worried that it is going to cover some of the flowers because the colors are going to blend really nice together. And I die cut 2 of these pieces. So we're going to do oops. And it looks like I have a little bit of weeding to do on this guy. So there we go. Oh, one more. All right. So we have our leaves colored in. And now we can take our Blackberry Bliss and this is such a dark color, as you guys can see if I'm stamping off. So I'm really going to dab it quite a bit before I start coloring in. And I'm not putting a lot of pressure on. If you put more pressure on, you're going to get a darker coloring, inking. So I'm just going really, really light. There's my one piece right here. And we're going to do the other one. Oop, that came off a little dark, but it looks nice. I like the accent. Little. So look how pretty these came out. These are going to be our nice little accent pieces. bring a card back in the picture focus. And I'm going to be putting some adhesive. Actually, I think I'll use my liquid glue so I can take time and really kind of position it just the way I want it. That's going to come. How do I want that? I think we're going to go like just like this. And then the same here. So now this one is going to go you don't want to put it on there. So this is going to go right here. So we're going to put a little bit of that liquid glue. Up, 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 up. All right, so we got that side going here. We need this side. It's going to go bending my leaves. Oh. Why? Oh. I got to go up a little higher, guys. And this one. To go down just a little. And there we go. Oh. Still not in the right position. There we go. Perfect. And then you got this one here. Oh, let's put some embellishments on. These are the low flat profile. I believe they're on Last Chance, and they might have sold out by now. But anyways, I love, love, love. They are very low profile. Do not add a lot of bump. And I'm going to go with the smaller one. We'll go right there. All right, it's going to go there. Now they're going to give me a hard time, right? There we go. And one more small one. I can actually add more. Oh, more embellishments right there. There we go. And we have a beautiful, beautiful double Z fold card. Here's the other one. That was fun creating. Thank you, Nikki, for sharing this technique. Fun fold card with me. So much fun. Those that did purchase the qualify for the card set at the beginning of the month, you will be getting your card kits in the mail this week. They're actually going to go out today. So thanks, guys, so much for joining me. Nice surprise to have you guys jump on with me. I so appreciate it. And we will see you soon. Don't forget, Craft Along on Sunday, I think it's 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. We will be doing our Craft Along. So thanks again. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So appreciate you all. Have a great day.